Just like I say, we're going to win this dispute, so hang on tight now.
What brings me here is an incredibly active branch who fed back to me how angry they were with the offer made to our members by universities at the beginning of the week, and they wanted to make sure that I knew it. So I thought the best way that I could do that was come down in person and hear it face to face. So that's why I'm here. The proposal was one that we had worked very hard to get to, so we were starting from a zero base for defined benefit contributions from our employers, and we pushed them up to 42,000 as a cap. We're starting from a place where we have got the strongest strike action we have ever seen in the university sector. We're starting from a place where people are feeling very clear that their cause is right, and they don't want to compromise. And my job isn't to tell them that they have to do that. My job is to reflect back what they've said. And I sat in a meeting in our head office where every single branch in our union said no to what was on the table. I take that as a clear message. I go back to the employers and I say we have to have more. Well, I don't take any pleasure in saying this, but we will be issuing new guidelines tomorrow, which will be about strengthening the action short of a strike that's already taking place. You'll understand that I don't say that now because that has to come out tomorrow. I will be meeting with staff members next week in head office who have been tasked by me to work out a timeline for further strike action, which will be starting as soon as the Easter break is over and will, I'm afraid, run through into the period where exams are on. That's what will happen if we don't reach a resolution. We will do everything we can to reach a resolution.
We've seen that there's a proposal gone forward on Monday from UCU and UUK as a resolution to the pension scheme, and UCU unanimously said no, no capitulation, which means no surrender. They still want to argue for a better proposal to come forward, which is defined benefits, not defined contributions. So we're continuing to lobby. We've written a letter to UUK asking them to lobby, and we've signed a joint agreement. We've signed a joint agreement with UCU and the University of Kent to lobby UUK to revalue that scheme and to properly offer a proper resolution to this pension dispute. Our stance is completely the same, which is that we are going to support students to have their views, to have their voices heard, and that our first and foremost activity is to represent students, to make sure students are getting the best deal they possibly can out of this, and that means working with the university to try and mitigate the strike action, as well as supporting those students who want to support the strike. We are definitely working on trying to get compensation for students who've lost time and not having it rescheduled.
We recognise we're taking a stand, we're taking that stand together, because as this person's sign says, save their pension, defend higher education.
Yeah. Students at this university have stood out throughout this dispute in their expressions of solidarity, in their understanding of the implications of this strike. As Owen says, it takes a lot to walk out on you. They have relied on you as being our weakness. And I've said this morning several times that when we hear from you on social media, when we see your petitions, we realise that you're not our weakness, you are our strength. When you recognise that we have to do this, then we stand up and we stand stronger.
We need to speak to one another, students and staff, and students and students and staff, we all need to remain solid in our solidarity.
I'm student representative for my course, and I've been in countless meetings over the past week with Kent Union, with vice-chancellors, with staff at the university, and I've heard so many times about how students are apathetic, how we only are interested in our fees. We are a community, and an attack on our teaching staff's pensions is an attack on all of us. A lot of people have told me that these pension cuts are just the way it is. They're an inevitable outcome of our current economic situation. Yet austerity is not being applied equally. We live in a country with the highest levels of wealth inequality in Europe. People at the top of businesses are receiving huge pay rises, whilst everyone else's wages are remaining stagnant and the cost of living is going up. By supporting our lecturers
this profession. The future of higher education depends on us making noise.